Hi everyone, how have you been? I am in my garden right now and I am about to, or at least I'm going to try to salvage my Malabar spinach plant, which I have totally abandoned and which is looking quite bad right now. I normally do like it when nature takes its course. I like, the way the, plants grow and, get tangled up and so on. But in this case, I think it's quite wasteful because I actually grew the Malabar spinach to harvest the leaves to cook, and the leaves, most of them have turned yellow and so on because the stems have grown long and spindly, and I think the leaves are not getting enough water. So, well, let's see what the plant looks like right now. So what has happened is the plant has grown long and spiny like this. So, and a lot of the leaves had gone yellow like this. So I plucked out most of the yellow leaves. In fact, there were a lot more. I didn't want it to look that bad, so I kind of plucked off some of the leaves. But what I'm going to do now to salvage this plant is prune it. So I'm going to use my secateurs and I'm going to prune this plant, salvage the leaves as much as I can, cook the leaves, and as for the stems, I'm going to propagate the stems to get more Malabar spinach. So I'm going to cut the stems from the base, as it's quite tedious to detangle this whole plant. So, well, let's try. I'm going to make a diagonal snip over at the base here, right? And there we go. We have one long stem. From this, I'll harvest the leaves, and then I will cut these, not like this part, it doesn't look nice. So this one I'll definitely discard this bit over here, but like these, which look nice and green and healthy, I would probably cut them in maybe like 1 foot long, and leave like these nodes over here, leave some nodes, stick them in and leave 1 or 2 nodes for the leaves, for the shoots to grow. So okay, this is one that I've taken out. I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to snip another one now. Let's see. Okay, maybe this one. Make a snip over here, and wow, look at that. Look at how it's gone. It's like really tangled up. I guess I have to make another snip over here in order to detangle it. Okay, this is one bit over here. See how long it has grown. And over time, I have actually been taking off all the yellow leaves because I just didn't like it looking that way. So when you don't attend to your plants, this is what happens. Okay, so I'm going to detangle everything. I'll show you once I've finished doing that. So this is what it looks like right now. I've cut off most of the stems, and that whole lot is over here. It looks like a mess, but I'm going to go through this and sort that out. In the meanwhile, over here, I'm just going to give it a bit of I'm going to aerate the soil a little bit because it's all compact. So you need a little bit of air, or going in between. These things I actually put in here because I wanted it to act like a thread. I was hoping that the vines or the stems would curl against or what, but this is not a vine plant. This is more of a plant that you need to train onto a proper trellis. So if I had what I need for this is to have a trellis in the background and then to let it grow onto the trellis. But since I don't have that, I am just going to try and manage with it in this spot and prune often to harvest the leaves so that it doesn't become tangled like it has right now. So this is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to aerate the soil. I've done most of it already. Just make sure it's not too compact like this, and I'm going to put some more compost inside, just to add some nutrition. This is organic. Oops, gosh, it's, I think, husk, or I don't know, it's like from oil palm probably. So I'm just going to put some of that in here. I think I'm messing myself, just to give it some extra nutrition. Break it up, just a little bit will do. Make sure it goes all over the place. And then give it a water and let nature take its course. Okay. So here I am watering just a little bit, because I've added the compost and I've kind of disturbed the plant by cutting the stems and so on. So I'm just going to quench the thirst of the plant. So as you can see, this is a real tangled mess. I feel really sad actually, because there were a lot of leaves, nice and green, and I had just, I was so busy that I didn't have the time to harvest the leaves. So I had actually lost all that leaves. I could have cooked them. So now what I'm going to do is basically look for the hardest part of the stem. Over here, this is the hard part. So these are, since they have these yellow bits here, these brown bits over here, I don't really want them. Just, I don't know, probably it's not good. From here maybe. Right. Okay, so now, as you can see, I will salvage this leaf because it's nice and green. Maybe I'll just cut it. I'll take that leaf. This one I don't want. And then I'll keep all these green leaves over here. And can you see that this is a node, this is a node, these are nodes. And there will be new growth in between here. Can you see that? So that is what I am hoping, that these will grow out into new stems and new leaves and so on. So I will now cut 1, 2, somewhere here, and put this in a bit of water, and I'll just keep doing this and plant all this. And once I've gotten through the whole lot, I'll show you where I plant them. But for now, I am going to just sort the stems, get the leaves, and I'll be cooking these. Okay. So these are the stems that I have. I'm planning to discard these stems because there's way too many, and some of them are like brown and like this. Don't really want to use those. So this will be going to be composted. And as for this is a new pot. This is actually a pot that I have already grown something else, and I have I'm trying to reuse the pot, reuse the soil as well. So I had put it in the sun to make sure all that whatever bacteria and so on is the sun kind of kills it. And after that, I had already put some new compost in here to replenish to rejuvenate the soil. And now I will be doing the propagation. Okay. These are the leaves that I managed to harvest. Not much, but I'm going to just do a stir fry with this. And these are the stems that I have already harvested. I mean, not harvested, I've cut. So I'm going to take the stems. Okay. I don't have to put stick in the stem at this height. I can, but what would happen is it would start branching out somewhere here or somewhere here, and then the plant will sort of go down like that. So I am going to cut them into smaller, shorter lengths. So I have one node here where there's already a leaf coming out, and there's another one here and another one here. So I'm probably going to just cut it over here like that, and I will make a little bit of a hole. This is very dry soil, but I will wet it later and push it in like that. Okay, maybe. And push it in like that. And as for this one, This is the other piece that I used just now. Okay, cut it here. Yeah, I'll just put it in over here. So this is what I'm going to do to all these stems, and probably fill up maybe one pot or two, and then I'll show you once I've completed it. So I planted most of some of the stems. I have more, but I will plant them in another pot. I just want more room to grow. And these are the stems that I've planted. I am going to water it now. And do remember that the leaves that I got from this pot originally, I had basically got from propagation as well. Meaning I had bought some Malabar spinach from the store, and I had propagated the stems and stuck them into the soil, and that is how I managed to harvest the leaves right now. And the reason I didn't take too much of the stems to cook it was because this time around I'm just going to make a stir fry, a simple stir fry, an Asian stir fry that is sometimes done in Malaysia as well. I usually make a kutu, which is a South Indian lentil stew with Malabar spinach, or sometimes I'll make a paratal, and I think in India it's called a poriyal. Which is basically chopping up the Malabar spinach and putting in some grated coconut and so on. I love these two traditional methods of cooking as well. But today I kind of propagated all the stems, and I've only harvested the leaves, mainly because the Malabar spinach is often used as a stir fry vegetable by the Chinese and the Malays in Malaysia. So, and definitely not like the way we do it, but they would just make it into a quick stir fry with some oyster sauce or something, which is what I am planning to do today. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video, everyone. If you like my videos, please do subscribe. Please do give me a like, and do share my videos. And here's Shakila Shanmugam signing off. Bye, everyone.